Submission is the problem because with submission comes compliance, and with compliance, you surrender your boundaries. And without your boundaries in place, your agency gets stripped away. That's how it works. So once you hand over that power, the other person is free to dictate the terms of your existence. Some women say they do it under the guise of love. It is an act of duty for them to submit, and some is as a result of faith. And you have even heard this gaslighting statement that if you know you can't trust his leadership, why did you choose to marry him? So in reality, such union exists for control, not love, not for building true connection. It is for domination. Because what is leadership for? In a union where two grown individuals are supposed to build true connection. And I see that it is women that keep confusing ourselves about this so-called concept of submission. Men know what submission is, but they still patronize women with flowery words to lower our resistance. When they say it's not slavery, it's not master-slave relationship, it's all false. Most times, what you call abuse as a woman is not even seen as abuse by the man you handed authority to through your submission. After all, isn't he the head and you the neck, or is it the tail, or whatever metaphor you keep feeding yourselves as a woman who submits? So as women, we make sense of submission because we have a false sense of ourselves, which is a swallowed and digested inferiority about ourselves. And it has been projected onto us from the patriarchal systems we live in. I've spoken about this in my series. It's on my page, or it's a series on false self. You can check it out. To simply put it, is that from that internalized inferiority about ourselves grows internalized misogyny. And misogyny has a rigid gender stereotypes where masculinity is dominance and femininity is submission. Frankly, if you are born a girl or boy child into patriarchal systems, misogyny gets planted into you. That's just the fact. You have to be the one to grow up to unlearn and uproot such seed within you. So what happens is that if we as women absorb such rigid gender stereotypes as our truths for romantic relationships, we unconsciously detach humanity from ourselves, which is submit and to be dominated. What will be left of our beliefs is that we should be owned and belonged to that figure of dominance for pleasure and manipulation. That's just it. We women, we are not ready for this conversation. So, internalized misogyny that grows from a false sense of self are not just ideas. They are tools of manipulation used by men and upheld by systems to keep women subdued. And there is this common narrative that women are naturally submissive. If the man is doing right by the woman, a good man. And the answer is hell no. There is no proof that women are naturally submissive or opposed to self-autonomy. What we do have proof of is that patriarchal systems are powerful. They are so powerful that they shape women's minds, limit their choices, and convince them to see subjugation as natural. The task before us is that we have to take back our power of self. We have to reclaim our humanity. We have to see ourselves as full human. And that is not just a woman's thing to do. That is a human thing to do. Yes. Kindly hit the follow button, drop your comments, and share. Thank you.